Okay, as I said, as to be expected, baby, it's 7 o'clock, man. Let's kick this thing off something like this. Like this. What is going on with my shit, man? What happened, Steve?
Listen, we got some stuff to talk about. It's money to boxing.
And yes, we here again.
Did you miss me? Hey, listen, we got
Come
some
on.
stuff to talk about. Let's go.
It's ready to rock the block. They got some ready to rock and roll.
Letting the truth be told. So check out this episode.
Hit you with the hard things. Fall back.
Call this love to quick to scream, pull up, fool. Have some goons in the old school.
Off inside the living room.
You'll be faking the news for the sake of raising the views. Changing narratives with propaganda. Stay tuned. Let's talk boxing.
No job, no gossip.
You want the facts? Get it first.
From Bernie to boxing.
The mother podcast trash. They'll never be hotter. Cause spread the rules, still been the news for
You
power.
know it. Come on. You gotta eat, sleep, breathe this to understand.
If you don't, then you ain't a genuine boxing fan.
Get your news from the source, not these fools popping off about
Who can be who, doing what in the sport. Never felt the pain from the brain brawls in the wars. But with accolades, even though what they report is false. Listen, dog, all your favorite fighters' belts coming off, and they coming home with us.
just agree to log on.
Let's talk boxing.
No job, no gossip.
You want the facts? Get it first.
From Bernie to boxer.
The mother podcast trash. They'll never be hotter. Cause spread the rules, still been the news for power.
It's Bernie the boxer.
Y'all now tuning in.
To the Bernie the Boxer podcast show about what's going on. Woo! Let that thing ride, man. Steve, I see you, baby. I see you, baby. I see you, baby. Yeah, we was gonna let that thing ride, man. Shout out to my boy Steve Penn with that wonderful introduction song. As I said, the hit maker Steve Penn down there in ATL. You understand? Hit him up on the grams, man. On the YouTube thing. It's Steve Peasy. Appreciate you, baby. Know that song, True to Form. I said it. Said the boy got his own song. Said the boy got his own song. Okay. It's Thirsty Thursday, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a call from a people, man. They said, Bernie, man, you got to do a show. We ain't heard from you in a long time. You got to do something. I said, forget it. I'm stuck here with my back injury. I can't do nothing, so I might as well do something. You understand? Here I go. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Like I said, you know who it is. You know what it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. I say, did you miss me? Come on, obviously. Okay. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Who I got in here, man. I got the usual suspects in here. Y'all know the usual suspects. Y'all ever seen that movie? Cold-blooded movie. What's the name? Kaiser Sose or something? Cold-blooded. Kaiser Sose. I got Via Cash in there. I got -9. I got Fresh Press. I got Bendel, man. Hover 575. Doghouse 313. School of Skills. Yes, sir. Appreciate everybody, man. I don't know what's up with my computer, man. It be, I don't know what's up with this thing, man. This thing be either slow or whatever it is. I don't know. I can't even go back to the top of my thing, man. The buttons ain't working or something. I don't know. Okay. But anyway, like I say, so let's get into it, man. We're going to talk some boxing. There's a lot going on. Some big things going on this weekend. You got my boy Ray Savage going up from out of there in Camden, New Jersey. You know, been getting that work with Ray Diesel and Shakur Stevenson down there in Houston at J Prince Boxing Gym with the kid 14-0, you know, National Golden Glove champ. I would say somewhat of a phenom, you know what I mean, right in the mode of Shakur Stevenson. Got that walk you down type of style, slick southpaw, you know, a lot of confidence, a lot of pizzazz in that ring, and he's fighting this weekend for the vacant WBA championship. I think it was vacated by Lee Wood, who moved up to 130 pounds. And so, like I say, you know, here it is. He got two guys, not with that many fights, but, you know, top in the game, you know, so they're going to fight for the WBA championship. The guy he's fighting, I watched a little bit of him. Uzbekistan guy, Old Tech. I can't say his name. You know, they got them strange names over there, but I watched him, and it's going to be a tall order for the Savage. But I'm looking for him to pull through. You know, he got a lot of motivation factors. Like he said, if you read the article on Boxing Scene, you know, it ain't just about him. He was trying to take the people with him. And when you got a bigger purpose like that, you know, it just added extra motivation, and the will to win and to come through and to shine is almost unmatched. So I'm looking for the kid. I can't wait to see it. Normally he's with Matchroom, but I guess Top Rank outbidded everybody and gonna pay him good money to be the main event on the card, which is spectacular. You understand? When you got a good matchup or you got good talent, you know what I'm saying? Source it out. You understand? Make a way out of no way. You got the IBF championship going along at the same time. Alberto Lopez fighting, defending his championship, I think maybe for the first or the second time against some Japanese guy, a Japanese guy, and you know, in the co-main event. So that's gonna be two headlining fights this weekend. We got the Transformer Troy, the Megatron Transformer. You understand? Going up. We'll be 10-0, trying to make 11-0. Middleweight prospect, you know, Olympian. Like I say, you know, working with Team Crawford. You understand? Come on. So I'm looking for him to shine. You know what I mean? I think that's his first fight with us. You know, you got Bo Mac out there giving him the game. You got Red Spice keeping him sharp. You got Saul Dieguez over there, you know what I'm saying, making him break down that body. You know what I mean? Giving him that slick stuff. And so, you know, with the combinations like that gumbo, you're going to stir it up in the pot, and we should come out with some delicious. We're going to whip it up on Saturday night. That's March the 2nd. Tune in to ESPN. You hear me? All right. Who else I got? I say I got Mr. Perfect, Hustle Man, School of Skills. Like I said, Tony 10 times. Benjamin Bryant, Pierre Winfrey. Yeah, man. So what else is going on in this boxing world? I say, you know, we've been seeing a lot going on with the Devin Haney thing and what's this fella's name? Ryan Garcia. They got that fight. They're making it a big fight. They're gonna make a big splash in New York. They're gonna bring boxing back to Barclays Center. And you know, I think that's gonna be a good fight. I think it's a wonderful fight. You know, the Big Apple was where it started at too. You know, before Vegas, it was the Big Apple. You know, Madison Square Garden. You know, Joe Louis used to fight there. Sugar Ray Robinson made his debut there on the big stage. You know, so many big fights happen at Madison Square Garden and in New York City, should I say, the Big Apple. And where else better fight? That's a huge fight town too. New York City. You know, so and be different. You know, everything's happening in Vegas, and you know, it's gonna be cold as hell. No, April, it's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be pretty good. But anyway, like I say, New York City, it's the city of dreams, you know. Okay, so I can't wait to see that. You got Devin Haney going up, defending his 140-pound championship for the first time against Ryan Garcia. I wouldn't even say he haven't fought. This is his first shot at the championship. You know, Ryan Garcia got a big following and a big left hook to carry with him in that ring, and a big mouth at the same time too, should I say? You know, and so I think that's going to be an intriguing fight as long as it lasts. I'm looking for Haney to wash him. You know, honestly, I think, like I say, you know, Tank said it first. You know, this guy Ryan Garcia, for all his followers and his left hook, that's pretty much all that he got. You know, he don't have the real fundamentals of boxing, and you know, he's lacking in that department. And I think the skills department highly favors Devin Haney. I think he's coming into his own, moved up to 140 pounds. There's been a lot of fanfare or talk about how much he weighed after he fought Prograis, or when he walked in the ring, it was 160 some pounds or some of that nature. So he's a big boy, you know, and I think, like I say, 140 suits him well. He looked real good against Prograis, and I don't expect no less this time. I think that, you know, with coming along with success and with criticism, it drives a fighter, you know, and I think that maybe he could stop Ryan Garcia. I think that in a way that he could stop Ryan Garcia, which would be fantastic. Trying to also top Tank, you know, who stopped Ryan in the 6th round. And, you know, so it's just extra motivation, you know, say, maybe I'll stop him faster than you. I doubt it. But, you know, I think he can wash him. I think he can make it not even a close fight before, you know, Tank takes his time and kind of figures a guy out. And, you know, Tank a bad boy, though. Boy, I swear, I was just thinking about Tank. For all the stuff, he ain't fighting nobody and everything, but he's a master in that ring. You know, he takes his time, he figures his guys out, and he could be slightly down on the cards, but he's always within range. You know, to dominate that guy. And he's always making those guys work extra hard because they know that the punch is coming. And so the mental pressure that he puts on these guys, is just as well as him touching them. So, but anyway, like I said, Devin is looking to probably upstage Tank in some type of way. They're rivals, and it's going to be a good fight. It's a big fight. Devin fighting a quick turnaround. What should I say? I think what he fought in November. It's going to be 6 months. That ain't too bad, in these days and times. 6 months. Plus, you got to do the build up. So I'm looking forward to the fight. Shout out to Devin Haney and everything that he's doing. What else? What did he say? Thick vegan afro, school of skills, Daz J. Yeah, we're going to get into some comments. What else is new? Like I said, if you read my title, the kid is, I believe, in the front runner for Canelo Alvarez in the September fight. We still don't know who Canelo is going to fight. It's been a lot of fanfare talking about what he's doing with PBC, dropping PBC. And now back with Matchroom. And, like I say, PBC probably, they trying to figure things out over there with Amazon Prime, trying to make the best deals that they can. And it probably not a sufficient time to work with Canelo Alvarez and his schedule, what he's trying to do. So I think that Matchroom, they're continuous in boxing, and they got the platform already on DAZN. And so, it's just probably like a natural. And they got some guys over there that can, I wouldn't say challenge Canelo, but I think that you can make some money with that. And, Canelo is a draw. He's a 3-division world champion, 4-division world champion, lineal champion in 3 weights. If you don't know, he was the lineal champion at 154, he was the lineal champion at 160, and he's the lineal champion at 168. And he's won titles in light heavyweight as well. So, like I say, he's a star attraction. He's one of the faces in boxing, I would say. I wouldn't say he's the face of boxing. I wouldn't give nobody the face of boxing. Actually, right now, I would say it's a mix. You know what I mean? It's a mix of faces in boxing. And definitely Bud Crawford is at the top. You understand? Definitely Bud Crawford is at the top. Everybody, the world is waiting on what he going to do, But, I think that, he just enjoying himself, and enjoying the win. It took a while to get this recognition and to get this opportunity to prove everything on a big stage. And, again, it's business, and to sort them numbers out, it ain't just easy like that. So the kid is in shape. He's still standing around the gym, still tinkering around the gym, and just really going on a victory lap. But expecting to fight Canelo in September, I think it's going to be a huge fight. It's going to be a fight of a clash of styles, of course, and it's going to be a mega fight. As I mentioned, you got Munguia being mentioned as a possible fight for Canelo, which, like I said, with a big money fight. Boss man, I see you. But in terms of talent and skill level, worlds apart. I think the same to be said with Edgar Berlanga. I've seen he beat some guy this weekend. I didn't watch it, but definitely he's trying to cash out with a Canelo fight. And definitely worlds apart in talent and skill. Worlds apart in talent and skill. I think they could play the angle with the Puerto Rican versus Mexican rivalry, but I really don't think the Puerto Rican fan base really claims Berlanga like that. I don't think they're really high on Berlanga like that. I don't believe that they believe in him like that. Like I say, he hasn't knocked out anybody of note, whether that be a contender or a former champion or any of that nature. So you've seen once he got past, stepped up the competition just a little bit, the knockouts didn't come. And this guy that he fought, I don't know, he was undefeated, but who did he beat? You understand? Still didn't watch the fight. If you can tell me anything about this guy and what he was good at and why he was a challenge for Berlanga, I like to know. Okay. But like I say, this guy's, they looking for the money. It's Berlanga's definitely a limited talent. He dug my boy Steven Nelson. Didn't want to take that fight. That would have been a good step up fight for him, as well, because Steven is a talented fighter in the super middleweight division, really rightfully the NABO champion. We just won a WBA Continental America's title on the Spence on the Bud Crawford Spence undercard, and looks spectacular doing that. And we just waiting on our chance. Can't get our chance, and I guess he's one of those guys as well that's more worth the risk than reward. But like I say, you have to earn your spot. You know, you have to earn your spot. And like Canelo Alvarez earned his spot, you know, fighting guys like Austin Trout, who beating Miguel Cotto and was a good boxer. You know, Austin Trout was an awesome boxer. And that's a different style clash. He lasted the distance with Canelo, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, it was a good fight. He beat Miguel Cotto, as I said, who was the reigning middleweight champion at one time and the WBA super welterweight champion at the time. He took the title from him. So when Canelo fought him, it was a unification match, and it was for the Ring Magazine Championship. Thus, he was the lineal champion. But like I said, you know, so Canelo has earned his right, definitely, you know, fighting guys who was more risk than worth reward, as far as Landy Londa, you know, guys like that, you know, guys who was dangerous and guys who Styles posed a lot of problems for the guy, and he came through with flying colors. So, you know, again, they wasn't superstars. They wasn't really known outside of the boxing community, but they were very talented fighters and accomplished fighters, and he passed with flying colors. So thus he earned his spot. And a lot of these guys got to earn a spot. You know, Berlanga's not earning his spot. You know, they flying on jets, they putting on jewelry, and they got fancy clothes on, but they ain't looking like nothing in that ring, you know. And again, you know, they really feeding him. It's Canelo. They finna feed him too. If he do, he just eating. You know what I'm saying? Just like having lunch. You know, eating Edgar Berlanga or what's the fella's name? Munguia. You understand? That's Canelo's lunch. You understand? But if he want to step up to the plate, you know what I mean? He gonna have his hands filled. You understand? With Bud Crawford in September, which is gonna be an awesome style clash. You know, it's gonna be a definite surprise. It's gonna be a fight for the ages. Two undisputed champions, two of the top pound for pound fighters in the world, 1 and 2 actually. You know, the two of the most accomplished fighters in boxing, and you got one of the most skills and compact fighters in Canelo, and you got a skilled fighter and a tenacious fighter and a mean fighter in Bud Crawford. You know, who always steps up to the plate, who's looking for a challenge, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm looking for that fight in September. But we definitely stand sharp, stand ready, and just waiting on the word. You understand? But from what I'm told, you understand, huh? We at the top of the list. So y'all look out, okay? You can't believe everything you read and everything you hear. Everybody talking about nothing. Like I say, so thinking about that, you know, when they say the new, get it from the source, I seen a fella trying to put out reports that, or trying to make a name for himself, putting out Bud, working with Victor Conte and things like that, which is not true. You know, Bud does his training through the UFC program out there in Vegas. He has a different variety of nutritionists that he works with. And, you know, like I said, if anything would have came out, I actually personally opened the door for Vada, so I know he was tested for sure. And, you know what I'm saying, if anything would have been not right or incorrect or false or breaking the rules, it would have came out. You know, much hate that Bud gets, and as much people want to see him lose, you know, they can't wait to find out something. So they even make it up to try to put some stain on the kid's name. You understand? But anyway, you know, we do. That's how this is the Crawford way. You understand? Huh? We want to win for real. You know what I mean? We don't want no handicaps. We don't want no excuses. Huh? We going there to win for real. So shout out to Bud Crawford. Okay. What else is new, man? What else is new? We got the Tank Frank Martin in a Tank fight that was supposed to be rumored to happen, which I think is a good fight. You know, they moved Tank up from WBA champion, from the interim champ to the super champion, now that Devin Haney relinquished all the championships. And, you know, I think it's a good fight. You know, it's not the fight that we wanted. All we want the Tank versus Shakur fight or the Tank versus Haney fight, but they're slow to move on that aspect of things right now. So I think, but Frank is definitely a proven warrior in the ring. Little green, you know, but again, you know what I'm saying? He got a name, being that he come up under the Earl Spence banner, and he looked like a tenacious fighter. He looks like a fighter that comes to win and that's really about his business. So, you know, you can't. I think that's a good fight. You know, it's more the game for Frank, you know, than Tank. But I think it's a good fight. I think it's an intriguing matchup. I've been seeing a lot of things that it's not a good matchup, and that the Shakur Stevenson Tank Frank was a great matchup. I think both of them is a matchup. I think Frank is definitely a contender in there. You know, especially with like I say, he got a lot of fanfare. It's a lot of guys that's not getting their chance. You know, as far as like a Morataya or the Zapata kid. You know, these guys usually these guys are more at the forefront, but I think you have more dynamic stars and more popularity going on. So these guys are kind of pushed to the background, but definitely in the wings. You know, if they get their chances, it's definitely going to be a tough task for anybody to challenge these guys too. And so, like I say, it is what it is, and you can't. It's good. It's good. It's good. You understand? And a good dope sell itself. I was thinking this. I was thinking that too. I was thinking, and it's enough money for everybody. I was thinking that, you know, you see the Haney and the Ryan build up, or you see all the animosity, quote unquote animosity, and I don't understand it. You know, it is a good money fight. It is a intriguing matchup, and I like I say, good dope sell itself. Now again, you know, Ryan don't bring too much far as skills, but I don't understand the animosity, and I don't think you need to do that to build the fight. You know, the truth is the truth. I think Haney spoke, like I say, volumes about Ryan, that he's not much of a talented fighter in that sense, but he brings a huge fan base and a big left hook, and he talks too much shit. Talking about he going to MMA. Shut up. Shut up. You barely can fight yourself out of a wet paper bag, man. You ain't going to do nothing on MMA. Shut up. Everybody stop quoting these guys. Stop quoting these guys. Some of this shit just got to stop. Some of this shit just got to stop. What did he say? What Cat Williams said? He read 3,000 books in a year or in a month or some shit like that. Man, shut up. Shut up. Somebody got to say it, man. Shut up. You hear me? But again, you know, the general public, I guess everybody just sitting around on their phones and looking for anything, for any type of source of entertainment. I don't know if life is that boring or that terrible that you're looking for any type of source of entertainment, but sometimes somebody just got to shut these guys up. Shut up. The interviewer and he tell him, man, shut up. Call him out. Man, stop lying. Man, stop lying. Just tell him straight up, stop lying. MMA, man, stop lying, man. You stop lying. You ain't even the top in your sport right now. Feel me? So worry about that first. Then you could think about crossing over. You hear me? Clarissa Shields already dominated her sport in 3 different weights. You feel me? And she's a dog, as you can understand. Ryan Garcia is a quitter. He quit with a body shot. They should have told him shut up with that. He quit with a body shot in the boxing ring with gloves on. Now, what you think with this guy ain't got hardly no gloves on, that know how to do all this, that don't care about none of that, can take it like, man, what? Ryan going out on his shield, quitting like a, man, what? Fold that man up like a pretzel, man. Shut up, man. Stop, man. I swear, like I say, I truly believe this. You know, this is Ryan cash out fight. I think this is Ryan cash out fight. I think that once he do this, he going underneath a rock. He gonna be food for everybody. You know, Devin Haney washes him in fashion, where it's not even competitive, destroys this guy. He goes underneath a rock. I don't know. Barring he drops Devin Haney for some odd flash reason or whatever it is. Man, they turn on this guy. He talking too much. His time is running out, in my opinion. You know, like I say, in my opinion, Ryan Garcia is just trash. We can get him out the way. Devin can get him out the way, and then you can let the big dogs go in. You know, Matias, Tank, Shakur. You know, you can let these guys, Tio. You know what I mean? You can let the big dogs just play and go on about your way. And, you know, maybe you get some talk like, God bless him, Amir Khan. You can say some dumb shit, and people still write it. People still quote you for it because they just want somebody to read their article and don't have no substance, no character in the article or nothing. Just want you to click and read it. When who is he? You got to think about who's saying it. Damn. Stop quoting these guys. Crawford, stop quoting him. Stop quoting a lot of these guys, man. Stop quoting them, man. I don't care if he was a champion. I don't care. Man, they talking nonsense. Leave them where they at. You understand? Damn, on the sideline. All right. But like I said, you know, good dope sell itself. You know, good dope sell itself. You know, you got the Tank versus Ryan. You know, I mean, Tank versus this kid. Close my door, baby. You got Tank versus Frank Martin. Like I say, it's a good fight. Like I don't expect you to do no big numbers, and it really is really a like a Showtime fight or HBO fight or something like that, an ESPN fight headline. You know, it's really one of them fights. It ain't a pay-per-view fight. That fight ain't a fight that you pay for, you know. And I was thinking this at the same time too. You know, if you heard other news like his coaches and Coach Calvin, which disappointed me so much, and the other fella that he works with, Kenny Ellis or something. You know, the things that they saying just makes Tank look like a pussy. You know, makes their team look like a pussy. You know, and I got a lot of respect for Coach Calvin. Like I say, being that he's an older gentleman, that he brung this kid from the bottom, that I'm sure he helps lots of kids in the neighborhood, in the community, and I'm sure he's a figure in the community, if I'm correct. You know, and just to the stuff that he's saying is just like, I don't know if these guys ever, you know, they can't know how to handle fame or attention, or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but the things that they saying coming out of their mouth doesn't sound very championship like, doesn't sound very character like, doesn't sound, you know, very, like I say, legendary or great. You understand? The motto about getting Tank fighters that he can just knock out, quote unquote, you know, it's just something terrible to say. You don't say that. Even if you're thinking that, you don't just come out and say things like that. You know, you just let them assume that. But for you to come out and say it speaks volumes. But I don't think definitely Frank Martin is one of those guys, you know, that he can just knock out. I think he's going to present some challenges to Tank. And so here you have it. I think he probably presents the least amount of challenges to Tank, and that's no disrespect for Frank, but you know, it is what it is, and I can't wait to see the fight. All right. Boy, I got some comments in here. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody in the comments. What is going on with my computer? All right. Let me see what I got. Who I got? Texas in here. I got Texas T3406. What'd he say? What'd he say? He said Garcia and them do about 60,000. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think it's going to sell. You know, people going to want to listen. I was doing something. They say people going to go back even if it's terrible because that's what they like. Listen, you're going to lose some, but when they like it, they're going to come back. I don't care how many times you went to a restaurant, it wasn't good, but you go back. You go to Popeye's, shit don't be fresh this day. You're going to give them another chance. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You're going to give her another chance. She going to give you another chance. You said you're going to quit boxing. You always go back. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Like I say, so we going to go back. we going to talk a lot of shit and be upset. But what else is to do on a Saturday night if you're a fight fan? Come on, I'm going to watch it somehow. And that's all that counts, is they watching. Like I say, is they talking? You hear me? I don't care, good, better, and different. As long as they talking about you, it's good. It's good. So it's going to, like I said, it's going to be a good fight. Here we is. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight. I don't know what's wrong with my comments. I can't go back. Maybe my computer's getting bad. I don't know. But anyway, let's get to some comments. Before I get to some comments, we got BIVOL going up soon against BETERBIEVE, in a fight with two undefeated guys, two undefeated champions. And, what else more can you want for boxing? These guys, superstar boxer BIVOL, coming off, had a big win against Canelo Alvarez, but he beat a gang of good guys. He beat Idris Elba. He beat Joe Smith, I think. He beat a host of guys at 175 pounds to earn his spot at this undisputed championship and to call himself an outright champion. So when you get these type of guys, that's the best in boxing. Light heavyweight is not a real talked about division. It's not a glamorous division, even though they had so many great champions, far as Archie Moore. If I could say, that stands out a lot. But a lot of great champions that's overlooked in the light heavyweight division. You had Bob Foster, who was a reigning champion, stepping up to heavyweight. You had the great John Henry Lewis losing to Joe Louis in a heavyweight fight. You had Michael Spinks, who was the light heavyweight champion, Olympic gold medalist, who actually won the heavyweight championship from Larry Holmes. So it's a host of guys, and these guys is right in that mode. BIVOL is a tremendous boxer. BETERBIEVE is a wrecking ball machine and knockout artist. you know, 100% KO ratio, knocking out champions. Oh, what? If he was straight white, if he was American white boy, man, that man be everywhere, just like Tyson Fury. If them boys are straight out white boys, American white boys, boy, them boys be on cereal boxes, them boys be on commercials, them boys be everywhere, but he can't speak English. And Tyson Fury from England. And you know what happened with that? We ran from them, okay? That's how they started America. They ran from England, okay? All right, I'm trying to get to the top of my screen, man. I'm trying to get to the top of my screen, man, but it won't let me. I don't know what it is. My computer is, I don't know what it is. Red, what you doing, man? Saul, you see me? Yeah, I'm on the show. Y'all watching me? Since y'all watching me, here, check that out. You see that? That's Jose Camacho, man. That's one of my little stars, man. He fought on the Red Owl Boxing a couple weeks ago. You see me in the photos with him along with Idel Gomez. You know what I'm saying? Jose Camacho, my campeone. You hear me? Yeah, man. So, like I say, we'll be 7-0, 5 knockouts. You know what I mean? On our way, junior featherweight prospect actually had an honor of getting ready for this last fight. He was down there sparring with Alberto Lopez down in Mexicali. And, you know, it was good, tremendous experience for him, you know, going down there and working with world champions and things like that. So I'm looking forward to him. You know, I would say he's a what I would call him. I would call him a boxer puncher, you know, aggressive guy and who really likes to go forward and bang, but really can get on his toes and box and step around, which I would like to see that more of him. And I think that will make him a more dynamic fighter once he started using that, adding it to his repertoire. But, you know, so far he's been getting the job done, 7-0, 5 knockouts. And I'm enjoying working with him. So I'm repping my kid today. I'm repping my champ today. My campeon, you hear me? All right. Shout out to the whole B&B team. What we got? We got the Golden Gloves coming up. You know, a program that's been started since what, the 30s, the 20s. You know, it used to be New York versus Chicago for the national championship, but now it's a statewide tournament. And you know, we got the kids going up this weekend at Victory Boxing Gym over here in South Omaha. Shout out to my boy Servando, one of the stable mates of one of mine at the CW Boxing Club years ago. Owning his own gym, turned his life over to God, and now he's helping the community again. So shout out to you, Servando, who's going to be hosting the Golden Glove tournament this weekend. We got Carlito Garribo going up, who's a beautiful talent. You know, a young guy, 19 years old, 125-pounder, beautiful boxer, puncher for sure, inside fighter. This guy can do it all. You know, great feints, fast, tenacious. You know, everything that you want in a fighter, and we just trying to get him active, you know. So hopefully we looking to make a run truthfully for the championship. I told him this your championship. National Golden Glove Championship is yours. You know, if you dig down and work hard and really truly believe in yourself, son, there's nobody that can beat you at 125 pounds. And so, like I said, we're going up this weekend. We got my boy Adonis. I forget his last name, but handsome, so handsome, boxing, just not that many fights, but a great talent coming up with limited amount of fights and experience, you know, not pretty young in the game, but a fella that can box, you know, 156 pounds and, you know, picks, you know, just like that. You know, you got some guys that struggle coming into the gym. You know, you got some guys that just can't know how to throw a jab, but this guy, you know, he's picking his spots. He's got his IQ is steady growing, and I can't wait to see him too at 156 pounds. And the whole rest of the crew, you know, I got my girl Jasmine going up. Ooh, she like a Pacquiao. I'll throw a million punches. Don't stop coming. Hear me? We got a whole plethora of fighters going up this weekend. So shout out to B&B as a whole. Shout out to my boy Steve Nelson with the team. Shout out to Coach Hugh, you know, our lawyer and boxing coach. You understand? Doing 2 jobs. You hear me? Holding down the B&B squad while the team Crawford is out there going around the world training fighters all from all walks of life and out there on the big stage in Vegas. So, you know, got to get him credit. Coach Lucas Panduro, got my boy Allen down there in Mexico, you know, trying to make his debut, 20 years old, you know, bad dude, top in the country. Come on, boy, we coming. Like I say, what I told Bud, huh? You got to train in the shadows to shine in the light, huh? Your time gonna come. Your time gonna come. You got to stay down to come up. All right. All right, so anyway, let's get to some questions, man. I swear my computer, man, I don't know what's up with this thing. Driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. School of Skills, what do you say? Canelo get knocked out. Hey. Yeah, good fight. Good fight. I like Bud Crawford, like you say, never going there looking for the knockout, but if it come, I ain't gonna let it pass. I ain't gonna let it pass. What do you say? My boy 116.89. We see Bud versus Lubin. Let's go. That'll be a good fight. That'll be a good stay busy fight, but Lubin don't offer us nothing. Lubin don't offer us nothing. Lubin don't offer us nothing. I think he's a good fighter. Close fight he won against Jose Jesus. What's his name? What's my guy name? Because I love him. Jesus. What's his name? Ramos. Yeah, good fight. He pulled it out and won the victory, but obviously he turned down the Tim Tszyu fight for WO championship. Thus, we got Tim Tszyu fighting Keith Thurman in a fight over the limit fight, 155 pounds. Keith Thurman talked himself out of that championship, and so be it. But that's a good fight. Like I say, good dope sell itself. Keith Thurman is a household name. Tim Tszyu is a household name. His father was a household name. And even though they made their bones, they come from Australia, they made their bones over here in the United States on television. And he's not disappointed us yet. Tim Tszyu, he looks like it. He looks the part. He's doing his thing. And so, again, fighting Keith Thurman, that solidifies you. It'd have been a good fight to go with Bud Crawford, but maybe not just yet. For us, yes. Fighting a champion, getting up another division for the championship. But, we Canelo status. That's where we at. We want the big challenges. Canelo's a hard puncher, a smart fighter, a slick fighter. Man, come on. An accomplished fighter, a veteran fighter. That's where we at. You understand? Now, Tim Tszyu was a good talent. I won't knock that. And that would have been a great fight. But we on another level. It just is what it is. We on another level. It just is what it is. We on another level. So, like I say, look for us to fight Canelo in September, baby. Because I swear to Jesus, outside of Benavidez, who threw himself under the bus, which you know what? You got to take accountability sometime. Folks don't want to take accountability. You got to blame yourself sometime. Now, I'm going to tell you how you need to blame yourself, which you never look in the mirror. He is on dope. Why? Why you on dope and you a fighter? Don't make no sense. But hell, I know what happens. I know what happens since the beginning of time. John L. Sullivan, the great John Sullivan, was a drinker. They all got drunk. Jack Johnson used to get in the ring drunk. They used to tie you off with champagne in the corner. It's so many other things. Boxers come in contact with life too. But at the same time, you got to be smarter than that. You understand? You got to be smarter than that. And I think Benavidez, like I say, he shot himself in the foot. It's a fight that we want to see. And I think, it'll be a good fight. If any of them other fights, if he's going to fight a Magia or he's going to fight, what's his name, Berlanga, he definitely should fight a Benavidez, definitely in that right. But again, like I say, you got to take accountability, baby. Some shit got to, you know what I mean? You got to stay down till you come up, as I said before. What'd he do? See, Plant had something for him. Plant had that championship. Now had Benavidez not been on dope. Got another chance. Then lost it on the scale. Well, that's on you. That's on you, man. That's on you, man. That's on you, man. That's on you. So, like if I can say anything, which I said it first, I ain't heard nobody else say it. Go make a name for yourself, sir. Go and move up, because you're a big boy. You's a tubby boy. They said that on the documentary. You was already a light heavyweight at 12. You understand? So go ahead and step up and move up around and fight these type of guys. I think he was rumored to fight Vosdick, who was the lineal champion. BETERBIEVE knocked him out. They didn't give him the Ring Magazine championship. Why? I don't know. Driving me nuts. Come on, why? He beat it down to Stevenson they stripped him. I forget. They stripped it down to Stevenson for the Ring Magazine. That's why. Why? He can't control about who he fight. Y'all know that. The man can't control who he fight. And if he got hurt, he got hurt. So what? It happens in boxing. The man was a lineal champion. You just don't rip him for that championship. You just don't. The Ring Magazine's supposed to be better than everybody. You ain't supposed to be like no WBA, WBC, IBF, and WO. You're supposed to be better than that. You're supposed to be above a bribe. You understand? Above corruption. You understand? You're supposed to do what's right. You understand? And truthfully, like I say, so stripping that man of the championship was wrong. But again, you know, so the rightful champion, the real lineal champion, when I say lineage, you know what I'm saying, and beat the man that beat the man that beat the man, is BETERBIEVE. He got 3 pushes of the title, and BIVOL is the #1 contender as far as I'm concerned. But he is a genuine world champion, and he earned that right. But like I say, Benavidez, come on, baby. You got to take accountability, man. You got to take accountability and go ahead and do something for yourself. So I think he's going to fight Vosdick. And I think Vosdick got hurt or something. I think he was probably coming off of, I think BETERBIEVE almost killed him or something. I don't know what happened to him, but he was kind of out for a minute. So that's kind of suspect on his fight on this guy because, you know, coming off a brain injury or something to that nature. He was the world champion, but you know, the fight is morale. Y'all both in the same boat. Y'all both tall, rangy fighters, killers. He got the Cuban background. Morale do. He got the knockouts. He got everything. He got everything behind him too, just like you. Now you was world champ, but ain't beat nobody for no championship. Didn't do nothing with the championship. Again, lost it on dope. Lost it on the scale. You ain't do nothing with championship. But again, you got the better wins, of course. You beat Andre, who was small as hell. Andre was willing to do anything to get some stardom. Andre was willing to do anything for us. And because of his talent, we all believed he could do it. Benavidez washed him. That was just what it was, you know. So the man jumped in the ring, and that's what happened. So he got the scalp of Demetrius Andre, fought Caleb Plant to a standstill and beat him to a pulp. Shout out to Caleb Plant. No disrespect, you know, but the man was hanging on for dear life, and Benavidez is on his ass, you know. So those are 2 good wins, a former champ. So let me say that he did beat a former champion, Caleb Plant, and he looked spectacular. And Benavidez, and Demetrius Andre, and he looked spectacular in both of those fights. And he does reign as the #1 super middleweight contender for the undisputed championship, Canelo Alvarez. But again, if you can't do that, then go somewhere else. One monkey don't stop no show. So, like I say, if you want a big fight, you want to stay in the public eye, you understand? Go ahead and do something. Fight this guy. Fight Morel. You know, fight Morel. That'll be the fight to make. Like I say, if you want to still keep yourself in the public eye and have some credibility and respect. You know, now you're fighting a guy who's your weight. Now you're fighting a guy who ain't been beat. Now you're fighting a hungry guy. You know, Plant was already world champ, already made all the money fighting Canelo, put up a hell of a fight, lasted to the last round, to the 11th round, but somewhat broken. You know, this guy ain't, you know, this guy's coming, he's hungry. So, and like I say, he's strong, he's tall, he's rangy, and he got a good background. So that's the fight, if I would say, if you're trying to stay somebody. But again, it's a business, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily sports. So you want to try to stay safe because they all trying to stay and waiting on Canelo, man. Just sitting around like little bitches, hoping and praying and wishing, like little hoes, man. Oh, Canelo, please let me fight you. Please let me fight you. Then I'll be somebody if I fight you. I can't be nobody unless I fight you, Canelo. Oh, bitch ass niggas. But I'm just talking shit in that aspect. Like, that's all I'm saying. In that aspect, begging for the fight. We ain't begging for the fight. Huh? We demanding the fight. You understand? We actually deserve the fight. You know what I mean? We actually deserve the fight. We earned our stripes. We in that class. You hear me? Come on now. I ain't got to say it, but I will say it. Lightweight world champ, Ring Magazine, undisputed at 140, undisputed at 47. Come on, man. Like I say, 3-division world champ, fighter of the year, pound for pound on the pound for pound list at the top, better of 7 years. Come on, man. Yeah. Huh? Beating these guys in fashion. Never had no close fight, no unanimous, no split decision, no draws, no nothing. Huh? Every time we step, we beat them, we dominate them. All of them, no matter how you say it, we dominate them all. Okay, there we go. So now, like I say, we got our sights set on Canelo. You know, that's a challenge. Huh? He big, he strong, he fast, he got a lot of IQ on him. Huh? That's a challenge. Those are things we up against. You hear me? Okay. All right. Get to some more questions, man. Oh, what my guy say? School of Skill says the IBF is vacant at 54. Why Boost not trying to go get that too? Well, like I would say this. I would say, you know, he's at the 147-pound division. He's not looking at anything outside of the 147-pound division. That's why, you know, these guys are stuck. He's stuck on being the 47-pound champion, and that's just what it is. You know, that's what it is. He could do that. He could do that. Him and Lubin could probably fight for it or something. I don't know. But you know, like I said, you know, he's in the 147-pound division. He made his mind up. That's the glamour division, even though 54 has proven in over the years to be a top division. Great fighters like Oscar De La Hoya made it, Shane Mosley, Winky Wright, those type of guys really brought it to the forefront. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard was a 54-pound champion. Sweet Pea was a 54-pound champion at one time. You know, so, but again, you know, the glamour divisions is the lightweight division, the featherweight division, the welterweight division, you know, in the heavyweight division, the middleweight division, you know, so that's where it comes to at. You know, I think it's things that like that create the buzz for that, you know. So to stay at 147, I think that's just where he at. What is going on with my computer? Driving me nuts. Says Crawford versus Triple G will first. Yeah, now you sent me that dumbass shit. No. Ain't nobody fighting no old ass Triple G. That shit dead in the water. Ain't nobody even thinking about Triple G. He threw. Triple G threw. So let's just let that go. No, and when the last time he fought? 5 years ago? No. Canelo hates Triple G. He don't want to hear nothing else about no Triple G. It ain't gonna matter. What'd he say? Bro, imagine if you will, just like Crawford had to clean up Manny Pacquiao affairs versus Jeff Horn, Bud destroy and stop him, Horn. Now picture Canelo couldn't stop and finish convinced. He threw. That's why. He threw. That's why. He threw. Oh, it's probably my internet connection. That's probably why. My internet connection. I don't know what it is. I got so much shit going on here running the daycare out this motherfucker. It's so much shit going on. That's probably why my computer ain't working. Can't slide my comment section up. It's buffering. Okay, but anyway, what'd he say? Bud didn't have any close fights as a pro. Canelo had losses and quit in him. No, I don't say Canelo ain't got no quit in him. Don't say that. Canelo ain't got no quit in him. Don't say that. Canelo ain't got no quit in him. No, I won't say that. Texas 346 said Jamel from my city, but he's a clown and he's not respected out here like that, bro. Again, that would have been a fight. Great fight. We already climbed over the top rope, told him he next, but he went out there and fought like a punk against Canelo. He ruined it. And what he doing? Spending that money, man. You see them with the family. Said, man, I ain't going out of no to get no uncomfortable. I stayed with my good-looking old lady and my kids, man. I stayed with my babies, man. And now he got the money. What? Man, like I say, them fellas got yet to be heard from. Spence, you can't get an interview from him. You can't get an interview from Charlo. Terrible. Hiding. Why they hiding? Because they feel ashamed. That's why. They ashamed. And shouldn't, I wouldn't say really got a reason to be ashamed, but hell, that's you got to stand up. No matter what, you got to stand up. Shit, he said it after the fight. I didn't get knocked out. Well, hang your head on that. You tried, but you failed. You didn't really try, but you did get in the ring. So that's an effort. You got to give him an E for effort. I give him an E for effort. You know, I give him an E for effort. What did he say? I got to go down here. Tony 10 times say they don't want it with Bud. Everybody was eyeing those belts. Were attempting to get it through Spence. Say it again. But we know that. You know what? Speaking of saying, you know what these motherfuckers saying? Speaking of, I was watching some fella. I don't know who they had, but they had Bill Haney on there. And Bill Haney, I mean, what is he talking about? It's the Devin Haney era, man. You full of shit. Now, listen. Sometimes y'all, that's another motherfucker. Y'all gotta shut him up. Stop quoting him. Like I say, he been saying some cool shit, and he been saying some entertaining things, and some things he say have some type of merit. But stop it, man. This is the Bud Crawford era. You understand? Devin Haney, no. Prograde wasn't nobody to really beat like that to hang your hat on this show era. I'm sorry to say that. the Lomachenko fight was too close to call. And after that, you ain't had no spectacular fights. You ain't had no spectacular wins after that. You tried to lowball Shakur Stevenson, who's already a 3-division world champion, or a two-time world champion, lineal champion at one. You understand? Olympian. Come on now. It's not his fault that he stayed and went the Olympic route and became a silver medalist. It's not his fault that you went through Mexico route and did it your way. So that's the way you chose. You was a top amateur. You could have stayed and tried to do that, but y'all figured y'all way. Y'all want to do it your way. So listen, we not going to give y'all too many pats on the back for that, because you could have definitely stayed in the game. You was all around Mayweather since you was a baby. You had all the right connections since you was a baby, and you could have did what you know what I mean? But you chose that route, and it worked out for you. But we ain't going to give you too many pats on the back for that. So, like I say, lowball Shakur Stevenson, and what would have been a magnificent fight. And here it is. So to say that this is Devin Haney, it's just Haney era is just preposterous, huh? And delusional. And delusional. You feel me? And delusional. But Devin, like I say, his father's talking to him in a lot of stuff. And Devin, putting all his fancy clothes out on Instagram, putting his fancy cars on Instagram, and he put on a good show against Regis Prograis for what it's worth and won his second title. But then the man said, what he say? Pissed me off, said Floyd Mayweather choked Bud Crawford out. There was a terrible choice of words, because that would never happen whether it been subliminally, literally, or however he said it. You know what I'm saying? And we already had our issues with Bill Haney, but like I say, sometimes y'all got to stop putting the mic in front of these guys. I know you desperate for clicks and views and shit like that, but damn, some got to stand. We just can't all just go by the wayside for the money and for the clicks and the views. Somebody got to have some substance around this motherfucker, okay? Somebody got to have some substance around, and somebody got to call somebody bullshit when they saying it. Somebody got to call bullshit when they see it. You hear me? Somebody got to call bullshit when they see it. That's why they hate Charlemagne, because Charlemagne will get you up there and call your bluff on that show. You understand? He'll call you bullshit on that show. So that's why a lot of folks don't like Charlemagne and Larry Merchant, might I add. That's why they don't like him, because he speak the truth. You hear me? Speak the truth. Ain't gonna say what everybody else say. Ain't gonna say what everybody else think. Whatever that gonna go along with the go along. Like he said, that don't seem very manly. Trying to fight this guy and you got this guy ahead of you. What? That don't seem very manly, All right. This is dumbass computer driving me nuts. Appreciate everybody in the chat, though, for sure. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Let me see. Let me go down. See if my down button will work. What do you say? Already home says, is Spence ducking a rematch? Man, I guess he's still recuperating. You can't even get an interview out of him. Caps in full G says, salute. Appreciate you, baby. I am Cam Edwards says, yo, what it do, Bernie, homie Bernie the Boxer? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You understand? Where would I be without the people? My guy hit me up he hit me up. That guy left my phone number out there. He said, man, you got to do something. I'm over here nursing a back injury, man. Like I say, I can't believe I'm going, maybe because I'm talking about boxing. That's why it ain't hurting. I couldn't sit down at my son's school play today for too long, but I guess since my blood is pumping and everything like that, I can do it. You hear me? After I'm done, after I get off of here, I'll be aching, crying, whining, complaining. Oh, what'd he say? They definitely can't hate on Bud. That's why they're not. That's why they not Bernie pound for pound #1 in the world, undisputed, and no dispute. Just saying it, champ. Again, huh? They didn't hear you in the back, family. Okay, School of Skills says campaign at both ways. Boots Young. They don't have the gall, family. That's the thing. They don't have the gall. Again, like I said, you got a guy like Henry Armstrong, which shout out to my guy. I'm going to get to that comment. Say, Bud on his Henry Armstrong shit. They don't have the gall. Henry Armstrong, he didn't give up the featherweight championship. He went up and won the lightweight championship. He didn't give up the featherweight championship and the lightweight championship. He went up to the worldweight championship and had all three at the same time. They don't have that in them, man. They don't. these days, you know, like I say, yeah, they say that's why they hate you, Brandon, because I speak Bud Crawford, but he a throwback. That's why the greats love him. The true greats right now. That's why they love him. B Hop, Andre Ward, James Toney. Do your research on them guys. Solid, straight up guys. Care about their craft. Fight the best. Okay, anyway, all right. Okay, so here we go. Like I say, they don't come from that cloth. They don't even think like that, family. They don't even think like that. They don't, everybody, like I say, you got these guys sitting around waiting to get a check. Speaking of check, like I say, you got Tank. I was thinking about as good as Tank is, as cold as Tank is. He let them guys hold him back from all that glory, man. When you sit around and think about it, yes, it's true that the money is very important. But when you sit back and think about it, who did you beat and what did you win? Who did you beat and what did you win? You ain't got no ring magazines in your closet. How can you be a real champ? I mean, a real fighter and don't care about stuff like that? How can you be? Listen, like they said, Freddie Rose said, I would have given up Pacquiao for the belt. Just one world championship. I give up Pacquiao. All the success he had with Pacquiao, all the money he had with Pacquiao. Man, I give up all that just to be called champ. Damn. And you got a fella like Tank, super talented. Man, he giving all them boys a run. Man, Tank dangerous to the very end. Man, what? Man, that boy can box. He can do it all, man. And he let them hold him back. I don't know what it is. I don't know. And with a fella like that, how can you not believe in yourself? You ain't been seriously hurt or nothing, and you knock people dead with one shot. Everybody got to worry about you, really? Because the fight can't be won until the last bell ring. You dangerous to the last bell ring. That's in itself is a power. That's in itself is a power. They on pins and needles until the bell ring. You know what I'm saying? So it's just sad, you know, to think about this guy. They wasted talent. They say saddest thing in life is wasted talent. Saddest thing in life is wasted talent. Wasted talent. I don't agree he quit against BIVOL, and I don't believe he quit against Mayweather. He was outskilled. He was outclassed. Okay. Pacquiao was flat-footed, flat out robbed in Pacquiao in Horn fight because it was in Australia. Bud beat Horn the way Pacquiao couldn't do. Good fight. It was a good fight. Good fight. What'd he say? What G-Man say? G-Man say they both talk all that noise for years. Now they in hiding. Who you talking about, G-Man? That says BIVOL was hitting him with all that pity patch. That's exactly what he was doing. Pity pat like a motherfucker. Listen, a lot of folks don't like Canelo. But like I say, some of that shit wasn't landing. But he won the fight. Can't say nothing about it. He won the fight. A lot of folks don't like Canelo. I like Canelo. I respect Canelo. I believe in him. I became a fan when he fought. It was Larry Lundy and he beat Austin Trout. I became a fan. And he cold. You see the slick moves he be doing? He cold. Canelo cold. Talking about Tio, a black fighter. Canelo, a black fighter. Canelo, a black fighter. Shit. What? Already, Roach said he called Crawford the best in 2016. He know it. He was up against us and didn't have a clue what to do. Postal, we tied him in knots. He had him beating himself up. Jamel too busy beating on his girl. Sad. Mr. J says facts. Let me get to some better questions. Okay, hold on. G Daddy 504 says, let the young undisputed champ have his glory because we know, just like you know, who number one, but the kid trying to fight the cash cow Tank. Well, I won't say that he ain't trying to fight Tank. But again, you know, it's just like Canelo. You can't just depend on Tank. I've been seeing a lot of things talk about Matias' hand is hurt. How long you gonna go with that? That was the old shit. His hand was hurt. That was old shit. Matias ain't hurt. So after this fight, after this gimme fight with Ryan, let's see him with Tio, or let's see him with what's the fella's name? Let's see him with Tio, or let's see him with or Tank. Hopefully, well, I can't even say Tank or Matias or Tio. Let's see the kid with these guys deserve a shot. I don't care what you're trying to say. Some fella tried to tell me Mario Barrios was better than Matias. Where? When? Mario Barrios, come on now. Truthfully, Mario Barrios didn't win that 40-pound title, which was an interim championship or a regular championship or some shit like that. If you go back and watch that fight, he didn't win that fight. Barrios didn't win that fight. It was a couple years ago. He didn't win that fight. They gave him that fight. He come up close. He lost in both his step-up fights. Matias is a world champion. Matias is a knockout puncher. Matias is a wrecking ball machine. Come on, Matias kills people in the ring. He's a demolisher. So where's Barrios at? Last time I checked, a world champion and not a world champion. Who's better? And like I say, now Barrios ain't no Tank. Tank is not a world champion, but Tank is Tank. His skill set, his record speak for itself. You understand? Barrios ain't that. Barrios is not. Lord bless him, a competitor. But Barrios ain't that guy, man. So let's knock it off, okay? Let's knock it off. And if Devin, again, if he trying to do something, fight Boost then. You're gonna move up to 47. You're gonna move up to 47, fight Boost, man. That's a huge fight. Y'all both in a, like I say, Boost got a huge following. Boost is the IBF champ, so he got something you to go get, just like Prograis has something to go get. However you slice it, he the IBF champ now. So don't go looking for Barrios, who already been beat by Keith Thurman, already been beat by Tank. Go fight somebody that's worth. Go fight young killer like yourself in the mirror image. You know what I'm saying? Slick, fast, hungry. No, they ain't gonna do that shit. They ain't gonna do that shit. They looking for, you know what they doing, for the best fights possible, like Mayweather, like to say Mayweather did, man. But Mayweather was cold. Mayweather was cold. Go watch him against Victoriano Sosa. Mayweather was cold. Go watch him against Sean Bay Mitchell. Go watch him against Chop Chop Corley. You understand? Mayweather was cold. Mayweather, talking about Mayweather ran. I ain't seen Mayweather run. I hate you motherfuckers keep talking that dumbass shit. Mayweather's ran. Shit. Mayweather stand in the pocket, beat motherfuckers up. What? Nah, you ain't just rushing in there on no motherfucking Mayweather's, man. Come on now. This is boxing. You is supposed to step and slide. Come on now, ain't you? Huh? You is supposed to step and slide. All right. What'd he say? Mr. J23 says some fighters' game is only as big as their mouth. Enter Devin Haney. Again, Devin Haney is a skillful fighter. Definitely a skillful fighter. But, I've never seen so many people really try to actually beat another man, And like I say, AB was one of those guys wanted to be exactly like Mayweather. And this is another guy who wants to be exactly like Mayweather. Choppy, everything that he does everything that he do, and step out the man's shadow and be your own self, And that's what I think that Devin Haney is trying to do. And I think that they trying to find that blueprint to, maximize their money against, limited opposition. And it shows, it shows. Ryan Garcia, you supposed to thump him, like, get away from me. But in the aspect of money, the man need another watch. He need another chain, need a fucking Lamborghini. He needs some throwaway money. You feel me? For easy, nice work. So there they have it. Okay. It is what it is, but the shit getting sickening. Okay. He says, why Floyd never asked Crawford to come over and work out with him? Oh, they did. Come on now. Definitely. Him and Floyd, hang, you see that? Definitely. But Bud is his own man. And I in my opinion, just me, Bud couldn't take that. Only can be around a fella like that so long. You understand? Because I definitely don't need you to talk for me. And I don't need you to do, I don't really hardly need you to do nothing for me. Huh? No. And I ain't gonna be up under you. I ain't gonna be up under nobody. So definitely we can't hang. We two alphas, huh? I'm definitely an alpha. I'm definitely gonna be in my own shoes, gonna walk my own path, fella. So thank you. But you can't do nothing but gravitate towards the best. Bud Crawford, you gonna want to hang with him if you a champion like that, huh? You gonna want to. Only a weak pussy motherfucker gonna want to get away from him. You understand? And speaking of that, like I said, they had the Just because Bud worked out with Devin Haney, who was under the snack program, just because Bud went and worked out with him a couple times, put it on Instagram because everything's on Instagram, working with the kid and hanging out with the kid, being a role model to the kid. Everybody just want to rush. Always with snack, always with snack, always with snack. Shut the fuck up. You niggas just say everything. Anything you see, you niggas just run with it. You niggas don't think no opinion, don't form nothing on your own. You niggas just go with whatever that and just live by that. Be something on your own. Figure it out on your own self. Damn. Nigga run around just like a little bitch and just go say that. You see that? Did you see that? Starting up gossip and rumors and shit. Don't know shit. Damn. Nigga have on the Chicago Bulls sweater. You don't say he playing for the fucking Bulls. Motherfucker. You see him hanging around with this guy. You don't say they doing nothing. You don't say that. Shit. Goddamn. Goddamn. What'd he say? No hating on the youngsters. I ain't hating. Boy, I ain't hating on nobody. I'm going to tell the truth. That's one thing they don't like is I'm telling the truth. Now, when you tell me one lie I told, I'm ready. You can call me out on it. One lie I told. One lie I told. Harvey Price, what'd he say? He says, I understand. Come on, I'm going to put you up. He says, I understand entertainment and all, but some people have just got to have some integrity in this game. Yes, sir. But if you talk about BS, you better walk it at the same. Crawford is a real deal. Exactly. If you're gonna talk that shit, you better walk it. You know what I mean? Who can I think of a guy like that? Don't come to mind right now. Can't say it right now. Paper chasing cannabis. Appreciate you, baby. What do you say? Tony 10 times say it might be hard for Bud to KO Canelo, but it's definitely possible. Listen, it's a mega fight. It's a mega fight. And if anybody gonna go try to do it, it's gonna be Bud Crawford. Because we don't know how to lay back. Huh? We stab you, and then when we see blood, we go for the kill. Every time. What? Every time. Ronell Goodwin says Bernie got his back broke by a BBW. Burnt out. Man, do something for me, man. School skills, what he said. Do it, man. Hit the like button, man. Hit the subscribe button, man. Hit the share button, man. Come on, man. On my DB3, man. Shout out to DB3, man. Shout out to DB3, man. Shout out to my boy Keyshawn, man, coming off a spectacular victory versus Jose Pedraza. Shout out to my boy Night Davis getting ready for another knockout victory, another spectacular fight going out at 140 pounds. Underrated, understated. Night from Norfolk, Virginia, huh? The big brother of the DB3 trio. You understand? Shout out to my boy Keon down there getting ready for the Olympics at 156, 165. You hear me? It's DB3, baby. He says, Michael Dim says, Bud cooks Canelo easy. Most likely stops Canelo in 7. Spence ain't ducking nobody, though. That man got real heart. He definitely got a lot of heart because he got up from that ass whooping like it wasn't nothing, boy. I mean, Bud put him down so many times, and all them punches he was taking. He definitely ain't no quitter. But where he at? We should have been had the rematch now. Why we ain't had the rematch then? Don't take that much time to get back. Come on now. And Bud get on me all the time talking about the fighters back then. Oh, okay. He said they more skilled today than they was, and the guys was tougher back then. Well, hell, I don't believe that. You understand? And them guys was fighting in 6 weeks, rematching all-time greats in 6 weeks, in 2 months and everything. And them boys was fighting 15 rounds with horsehair gloves. With less money. They wouldn't even get all the kind of money that they was getting now. So I guess maybe the money could have spurred them to get back in there and get in there quicker. And these days, you get one good fight like how he got, you ain't got to never fight again. You know what I mean? But then there you go. You talking about he got some. Well, show me the heart then. Show me his heart then. Why he ain't got nowhere, no interview? You ain't seen him nowhere. I'm just saying, you ain't seen nowhere. You ain't seen Earl Spence nowhere. You ain't seen him at no All-Star game. You ain't seen him at no Super Bowl. You ain't seen him at no fights. You must be from Texas. What School of Skills say? Exactly. In my DB3 voice. I seen Hunt hands get slammed by Bud and wrestling. Man, come on. We ain't got to say that. We know, like I say, what is understood don't got to be explained, man. What'd he say? Boots waiting around for a Crawford fight. Go to 54. Now listen, that's another thing too. Boots ain't waiting for no Crawford fight. Stop saying that. That's everybody keeps saying that. Boots don't want no Crawford fight. I ain't saying he's afraid of Crawford, but he know what's best for him. You know, he don't want no Crawford fight. He ain't wanted no Crawford fight. Ain't no man gonna tell you nothing. He ain't gonna tell no truth. They don't got enough guts to tell the truth. You know, to say maybe I'm not really ready for this guy yet or anything like that. They don't got that in them right now. So it's the people that hate Bud Crawford that want to see Bud Crawford get beaten, trying to get anybody to throw anybody against him that they think can beat him. Just like when Jack Johnson was champ, they hate him so bad. They said any fellow over 6 feet tall wasn't safe around from his mother. Huh? They're going to get everybody in any giant that they could to beat Jack Johnson because they hate him so bad. It's the same thing with Crawford. He said they hate him because of me because I talk so much stuff. But hell, all I do is tell the truth. All I do was tell the truth. All I did was tell the truth. And then what we do? I talk it and he walk it. He showed it. Come on now. They say the man was all beat up after we beat him up. When they were building up the fight, they talking about he was an eye collector. They talking about he was the body snatcher. They said everything under the sun about him until we watched him. Then all of a sudden the car crash came into this and the eye accident came up and everything else. Come on, man. Come on, man. If Bud was a Canelo, he said if Bud was to KO Canelo, it'll be like Ali when he KO Foreman. Will shock the world. Hey, we down to do that, huh? We did it last time. Like I say, you ain't never heard no fight like that go around the world like that. The man, Farrakhan did a speech on it the next day. He did a sermon, and I'm sure he wasn't the only one. They just didn't record it. Huh? Trendsetter. The man, what'd he say? I seen a fellow they talking about Brian Norman down in Atlanta. He said his goal is to be undisputed champ. Who started that trend? Bud Crawford. You hear nobody else say that. Now everybody want to be undisputed, man. Come on. I'm just saying, is that a fact or is I'm lying? Is I'm lying? If I'm lying, I'm dying. You ain't heard nobody's talking about undisputed till Crawford did it. Not even Canelo. All right. Okay. He says Tank is a modern Mike Tyson. He just don't have the popularity like Mike. Oh, he got plenty of popularity, but he looking suspect. The thing about Tyson is he didn't have the opponents. After he knocked out Michael Spinks, he didn't have the opponents. Michael Spinks again was a gold medalist, light heavyweight champ, moved up, beat the undefeated light heavyweight champ, reigning champ, Larry Holmes, who been champ for 7 years. He stopped Spinks, who was the lineal champ. Okay, who was the lineal champ. He stopped him in 90 seconds. He didn't have no more. He beat Bone Crusher Smith, who was WBA champ. He beat Tony Tucker for the IBF champ. He unified championships, and then he won. And then he beat Burbick for the WBC. So he won all the titles from all the champions. And then he crushed the lineal champion. He didn't have nowhere to go. He had a competition. He didn't have nobody. And once the competition did step up, we already lost. We did. We had Evander Holyfield. He came in too late. We lost to Buster Douglas. Hanging out too much, partying, believing their own hype, got knocked out. But he was up for the challenge. Then they lied on him. Okay. What'd he say? Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Chillville School of Skills. You hear me? Boss man. What'd he say? Man, I've been going 1 hour. Ooh, we cooking, baby. He says Bud can get to Canelo in 2 fights through WBO, beat Zoo at 54 and challenge. Y'all keep saying all this dumbass shit. We don't got to do that. Stop saying that dumbass shit. We don't got to do that. Tim Zoo, he ain't ready to be cooked yet. He's still simmering in the pot. Boots still simmering in the pot. Charlo, he was almost done, but when he got fried, he was through. We going straight to the mountaintop. That's what we do. That's what it is. That's what it is since the beginning, right? They say, call him on short notice. They say, you go from the co-main or whatever to the main. Sure. Week's notice. You fighting a puncher, got one loss. Sure. Not even think about it. Okay. You got to go over to Scotland to fight the reigning champ. You got to go in his hometown. They just robbed Beltran for the championship. But you going to go over there and do it. We did that. Okay. You want to fight in your hometown. We ain't going to give you no gimmies. You got to fight Gamboa, a phenom, gold medalist, one of the most feared fighters in the world. Couldn't get no fights. Shout out to him. Step up and fight a guy. Think this guy, not much notice. Think he can beat him. Okay. Beat the stew out of him. One fighter of the year. First title defense. Then he say, okay. Now, you still ain't going to get it. You want somebody else? Now you got to fight number one contender, Ray Beltran, who was the uncrowned champ, so they say. So like I said, they got robbed by, okay. So what? I beat the stew out of him. Okay. Ain't got nothing else to prove there. Been making 35 since I don't know how many years. Okay. I go to 140. I beat Delorme, a fear puncher. Stops him in 4 rounds. That's Booth's best win. Delorme, 10 years after Bud whooped him. That's Booth's best win. No disrespect, I'm just saying. Stopped him in 4 rounds for the vacant championship. Stopped him in 4 rounds in fashion. And then what we do after that? You know what we did after that? Collect everything. Then we ain't got nothing to do there. We're straight to keep we'll keep Thurman that. We won't keep Thurman. We ain't asked for nobody else. We want to keep Thurman. We didn't ask for Danny Garcia, already got beat by Keith Thurman. We didn't ask for Sean Porter, who already got beat by Keith Thurman. We want to go with undefeated Thurman. Ask for Thurman. It's on record. Went straight to Thurman. Wanted Thurman. They gave us Jeff Horn. Okay, we get Shoe in the dough. Fight Horn, who beat Pacquiao. Harvey Slicey beat Pacquiao. At least it was tooth and nail fight. The great Manny Pacquiao, Jeff Horn, unknown. Have you slice in his hometown or not? Tooth and nail fight was not an easy fight for Pacquiao. However you want to say if he won or he didn't win, it wasn't an easy fight. He didn't look like Pacquiao. We drugged him, said we was too small, pushed him around, beat him up. Okay. Then we said, okay, now don't give me no gimmies. I don't know who you got ranked over in your organization, but I won't keep Thurman. Everybody turn their head. When Bud Crawford, everybody get underneath the cover. Everybody start hiding. Everybody start making up every excuses. Everybody got to go see kids play. Everybody got to go check on their old lady. Everybody got something else to do. So listen, like I say, come on now. All right. They give us Sean Porter. Lord bless him. Dominating. Stopped him at will. Shout out to Sean Porter. Love Sean Porter. Respect Sean Porter. Get Errol Spence. He didn't win a round. Y'all said he was this, said he was that. He didn't win a round. Okay. So now, like I say, who else we going to go for? Charlo already shot himself in the foot. Going out like a bitch against Canelo. Zoo ain't ready yet. We want Canelo then. Huh? We want the giant. We the giant killer. Put some respect on the name. Please. Please. Just a little bit. Please. I know y'all hate the truth. And the truth hurt. It hurts. People hate the truth. But sometimes you just got to shove it down their throat. And I'm going to do that. All right. What do you say? It's called boxing and make the best fights, the best to prove you the best, simple, and can still make dollars and cents. I'm just saying, I agree. I sure enough agree with that. No Texas don't disrespect Iron Mike like that, bro. Can't. Devin versus Tank will be a great fight. Great fight. Why they holding Tank back? They holding him hostage. Why they doing Tank like that? Mike Dim says Tank stops Dev and Shakur. Bud stops Canelo stylistically. Boots is Bud's best opponent. I want to see Bud versus Canelo first, though. Stylistically? Seriously? All right. I ain't gonna listen. I don't think I think Tank can stop anybody. I think Tank, he got the power. He's proven that he can stop anybody, but You can't hit with your eyes, you understand? You got to hit them boys first. Now Garcia stood up. Shakur is so elusive, and Haney got legs like a track star. I don't know, but it's on paper. They match up. They great fights. Against accomplished young guys, undefeated guys. They great fights. What do you say? Mike Rick says, "Yo, Brain the Boxer, why are you the greatest man?" Appreciate you. I'm just a truth teller. I think Boots and Earl should move up and campaign at 160. Tank is never going to fight no one y'all want to see, but it's not his fault. Oh, it is his fault. I definitely agree. It is his fault. He can speak up. You understand? He can speak up. What'd he say? Boy, if you don't know how to handle pressure, you in trouble with Matias. Man, come on. Because the way that fella came out on him was knocking him all around that ring at first. Man, Matias made that man don't even come out for the 5th round. What is the 5th round? Really was just catching him punching, walking forward, still step to him. Even though he's taking him hard punch, that man looked like he was loading up with a bomb every time. He like a man, shoot. But Matias walked straight through him, proving his work. That's why they talk about this. See, that's another thing, like I'm saying. You got a guy like Matias. You talking about Matias because of what he done in the ring, not because of what he said, what he did in the ring. The proof is in the pudding. Matias, one of the dangerous fighters, because of what he did in the ring. They ain't what he talking. He ain't got no big mouth like that. He ain't talking nothing. You recognize him for what he doing. And he's a champion, okay? Mayweather beat champions. These newscasts can't even compare. I believe that. School of Skills says, Devin a bad dude. I agree with that. People forget that Floyd was walking Canelo down at one point. I agree with that. Nah. That's it. Okay. Sean Bird says, Tank a new champ now. Speaking of that, somebody tried to argue with me. Listen, man. Tank only won one world championship, and I'm not hating. I'm just telling the truth. Again, you got to be ready to handle the truth. Tank ain't won no championship since he beat Pedraza, man. Somehow, I'm going to give it to y'all. Somehow, he won a WBA championship at 130, but he wasn't. Gisrael Corrales was the champion. I done said this years ago. He lost to Machado. Machado lost to, I think, Rene Alvarado. Rene Alvarado lost to the kid from Sacramento or something. But somehow in between those two fights, one of those kids didn't make weight. So all of a sudden, it's been a super championship down the line. But all of a sudden, one of those guys don't make weight, whether it be the champion or the challenger. I think it was the champion. And the champion and the challenger won the championship. How do you, just because the champion, he's a super champ, because he didn't make weight, we're going to drop the title down? We're going to downgrade from super to regular? How? Or interim or any? How can you do that? That don't make no sense. That's a corrupt thing. That's why I'm trying to put the Ring magazine up. Come on now. Somebody. Come on. Again, like I was watching Ali today. He got in the car with Joe Frazier on the move. I don't know how true that, but he said, you know you ain't the real champ. Yes, you won the championship in my absence. That's a fact. What they call champ. But can my title be taken without me being whooped? No. So when he beat Ali, it was a great thing. It was a come to fruition. It was a validity. It stamped him. Okay, now I am the champ. Great for him. Tank never did that. Mayweather and them bought him the championship. They bought WBA the same thing with the Ring magazine. You strip that man the championship. How? Championships is won and lost in the ring, baby. Ain't no upgrades, ain't no downgrades. It's in the ring. All right. I am Cam Murray says T.O. versus Devin and Barbosa versus Matias are the best fights at 140 in my opinion. Good fights. Barbosa, I ain't really seen him, but I know he got a lot of fanfare too. You know, good fights, good fights. I don't think nobody would complain about those fights. Matias fighting Barbosa or whatever like that. But like I say, Matias being such a destructive type of guy that they looking for him to fight them type of guys. They want to see if Devin can deal with that. They want to see if Tank can deal with that. You understand? That's how he said himself heads above. He didn't kill the guy in the ring. You understand? He didn't went through adversity and come out spectacular. That's why they putting him head above. That's why they putting him head above. Okay. It's Jersey. It's Jersey. That's right. No Triple G. He old man, he chilling. He old man, he chilling. What'd he say? Yeah. Mama like to have a little taste. She had a little taste, and she like to tell the truth too. Mama gonna tell that truth. It's true story. Bud is a warrior. Floyd is a businessman. True story. True story. And ain't nothing wrong being about your business. But hell, man, you got to come on now. You got to have some substance in there. You know, like I say, you talk about Floyd Mayweather, but Floyd Mayweather be good guys. Chop Curly was a good guy. He even won a world title after that. Zab Judah, for all his work, was a good guy. He was a known guy. Was a crafty, was a skillful guy, fast, hard punching type of guy. Southpaw, being an undisputed world champion. Yeah, maybe been touched up a little bit, but still at the same time, you know, it is what it is. Sean Ray Mitchell was lightweight world champ. Gave Kasazu all he could have in the first fight. Come on now, you understand? A great boxer. Terrific fight for Floyd Mayweather. Victoriano Sosa was a good top lightweight, probably number one contender for the lightweight championship. You know, and Floyd Mayweather, entertaining fight. Go watch the fight. So Floyd, you know, I don't think he putting them guys like how he want, because I don't want to say if he don't want to get eclipsed or want anybody to be in this category, but he could be trying to put them guys out. He's not putting those guys in that mode to make those type of fights, because I think those fights, some of those fights could be kind of made. Like I say, I wasn't mad at Tank fighting Hector Garcia. Hector Garcia, he ended up being the outright champion at 130. And they wasn't fighting at 130 though. They was fighting at 35, if I'm not mistaken. But again, he was the outright champion at 130. And you know, he had beat Chris Colbert. And you know, the fight was offered to him. Still, the man was a champion. Hector Garcia was a decent fighter. But Green, definitely Green. What he had, 16 fights? Definitely Green. Definitely Green. What'd he say? Bernie, do you look like I don't know what that means. Steve Jazz says Canelo saw what Bud did to Spence and called him too small. Say, Bernie, how much weight Bud going up for before he fights Canelo? How much? We'll be going 3 weights. We'll be going 3 weights. No big deal. 3 weights. Listen, Sugar Ray Robinson 157 when he fought Joey Maxwell for the light heavyweight championship. 157. 157. Henry Armstrong was 138, and that's because he had to wait. He had to drink some beer. He had to wait with a towel. He had so much to wait with 138 when he fought Bernie Ross for the 47-pound championship. Hey, skills pay the bills, baby. Skills pay the bills, baby. Skills pay the bills, baby. Okay. All right, well, I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, Sean Burton. What else is new, man? What else is going on over there, man? Like I said, we got some big fights this weekend, man. Y'all guys got to tune in. You got Ray the Savage Ford going up, fighting a guy. You know, they're fighting for the vacant title, but, you know, this is a terrific championship match. I did my research on this guy that he's fighting. This guy's 5'9". This guy's a hard puncher. He can move a little bit. He can box a little bit. He goes to the body. He got an awkward little body shot that he throw. You know, so you're damned if you do, damned if you don't with this fight. It's a great fight. And like I say, you know, Ray Ford, you know, creating a lot of fanfare and, you know, getting this shot at the championship, you know. So I think, you know, if you're looking for something to do, that's a great something to do. Watch these guys, you know. Maybe the 2 fighters could fight. Whoever win these 2 fights could fight in a unification match, you know. Undisputed is the new trend right now. Everybody wants to just be called the champion. They understand that. A lot of guys understanding that with so many bills and there's so much money to be made, why not scrap them all together and do something? Shout out to Bud Crawford. They don't respect you till you're gone. They ain't gonna love you till you die. Huh? That's all every time. They don't never miss nothing until it's gone. Bruno J, what he say? What up, though? Yeah, man. Appreciate you. I can't get back to the top, man. I can't get back to the top. All right. Who I got over there? Who I got? What'd he say? Sean Porter don't say Crawford name enough, just like all the rest. Damn shame to hate on number one proven fighter in the whole world. We all agree that. I'm just saying. Well, I think Sean Porter, Sean Porter said enough. Sean Porter said enough, gave the kid a lot of praise, and it is what it is. Basically, but it's time for him to get back in the ring. It's really time for him to get back in the ring. I think we got a lot left. In my opinion, I think the kid loves to fight, and like he said, Rocky Marciano once said, he said, I like this title of the whole. I like being named man of the year, and I still like to fight, but I think, sometimes fighters get discouraged when you don't have really nothing on the horizon, and again, the Saudis called, but they ain't asking for Boots. They ain't trying to pay him to fight Boots, and I think that'll be an intriguing fight. Like I said, I think it'll be a hell of a fight, but like I said, Boots didn't do himself no favors by accepting the title. He didn't do himself no favors. His myth or his status would have grown in true actuality, not just everybody just kissing his ass, because that's all. If you look at the comments, everybody just kissing his ass over what? He don't look otherworldly to me. True story. Cold, but not otherworldly. Not otherworldly. Kissing his ass. Like I say, he would have had more. It'd have been more if he'd have just waited for right now and then said, okay, well, hell, brother, it's been 8 months. If y'all not gonna fight, let me fight. And I'm the number one contender. I mean, this guy, y'all, the rematch ain't happening. I didn't already let y'all. I didn't get in the way with Spence. I accepted my time. I waited to see what's gonna happen in the rematch. Ain't nothing happening. What we gonna do, champ? What you gonna do? You gonna vacate and move up or what? What you gonna do? You gonna fight me or vacate? You gotta do something though. You gotta do something. No, I didn't do that. He accepted the championship. I don't know who he got. Oh, he gonna fight Cody Crawley. Like I say, we've been all right. But he had, to me, in my mind, more validity, more everything to say, listen, again, it ain't that champ don't want to fight me. Again, he got other things going. He's on another stratosphere right now. I'm the number one contender. True story. But let me make my own way. I don't need him to make my way. Come on now. What he say? You see his guns? You see that? And this fella aching to get out of 147, what they saying, but he ain't. He looking for a way. 147 dead. Ain't nobody at 47. Keith Thurman at 47. Sean Porter retired. Crawford contemplating moving up. Ain't nobody at 47. And don't nobody want to pay nobody to get in the ring with him, I guess. So anyway, like I said, come on, man. That's what he should have did. He had more validity doing that and fighting for the title, not upgrade. Can't upgrade no champion. Your title was won in the ring, fella. School of Skills says hit the like button. Do it. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the share button. Hear me? Do it. Bud and Boots have to fight. But until then, I'm sorry, but no contest. Boots is really that guy. I will give him his flowers also, no doubt. All right. Okay. Before Bud won the title, who he struggled with? Boost looked like nothing against that Karen fella. Y'all ain't see him getting caught, getting countered. Y'all didn't pay that no attention. Y'all said that guy was running. That boy wasn't on no bicycle. That boy was sidestepping Boots, giving him all kind of problems. So Boots need a guy to stand there that he can beat on like Vila. Then he look like Spectacular. Or a small, slow Lipinets or a old Delorme or a scared, whatever the fella name he be from Canada. He couldn't do nothing with that fella. He couldn't do nothing with that fella. Nothing. Nothing. He couldn't do nothing with that fella. Nothing. Nothing. Give him his rematch. That boy about to fight for the title. He about to fight for what you call that? He about to fight for the mandatory. Carter, bring me my Pepsi and some ice, please. Yeah. Again, like I say, I ain't knocking Boots, but come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like I say, you got to move some integrity. Ain't move with no integrity. Want the title that bad. You are a number one contender. Can't nobody get that. They got to go through you. You already been the number one contender for 3 years, 2 years, or whatever. So all you got to do is fight the next best contender. How the IBF, that's so trash. How the fuck the IBF, you don't have the number one and number two? That don't make no sense. Whoever the 3 and 4 got to do it. Did they become number 1 and 2? Am I wrong? Everybody get pushed up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Like I say, no, he didn't. They fought for the Santa Cruz wasn't no true champion. They moved it up for him. They moved him up to champion then. Go look up the WBA rankings. Go look it up. No, don't give me that. Did you give me that pot? I don't want that cup. No. Did you already pour it in there? Yeah. All right, just give it here. Then. Just give it here. Save my cup. Thank you, though, son. Hand me the pop. Hand me the pop. Okay. Go look at the WBA rankings and go see how they did it. Go. You got close my door. You got to do the beat the man and beat the man. And neither one of them guys beat the man. Neither one of them guys beat the WBA champion. Do your research. See, listen, I'm coming with facts. So when you come in, you better be ready. Because you think I'd already figured it out before I came over here and said something? Boy, you crazy. Do your research. Who he beat? You can't upgrade him. The champion didn't get beat. The champion didn't get beat at WBA. Now go do your research, Mr. Burton. The champion didn't get beat at WBA. I'm gonna give you just start from this one. From Gisrael Corrales. Felix Machado beat him, or whatever his name was. Machado beat him. Machado got beat, and yada yada yada. Santa Cruz didn't beat none of them guys. Not one of them guys. Not one of them guys. Santa Cruz was WBA champion at 126. He beat Miguel, somebody at 130. That's when man, stop. All right, what'd he say? Bernie, where do you rank Bud historically at 147? I think Bud is second all-time behind Ray Robinson. It's a lot of great champions at 147. And I don't know. I can't say. Definitely Bud is just, he one of them guys, He one of them guys that when you look back on history, you got to remember, you got to respect, and you got to salute, definitely a problem, and that is what it is. Boxing is not what it was back in those days, and not even what it was in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get a chance to get the Sean Porter, really. We didn't get the Danny Garcia. We didn't get the Keith Thurman. We didn't get to get those type of fights that we needed at the time. But we beat the one that we needed to beat, and it is what it is. But, far as pound for pound and skill for skill, Bud Crawford definitely right up there with the best of them. I definitely rank him with the best of them. What he got to bring to the table, the tenacity, the skill set, you know what I mean? Just the overall IQ, definitely. But there's so many champions that and you never know who gonna win until they get in the ring. Never know how it's gonna play out until they get in the ring. Shout out to Bud Crawford though. Please. Love you, man. Oh my God. Ooh, I just talked to my boy too. We got some special shit brewing. That Ring magazine, baby. Like I say, I think my dream is coming true to fruition. Get that man on the cover. Old school, probably a cartoon type of thing, how they used to do in the Ring magazine. Throw him throwback style. A real throwback fighter, put all his Ring magazine belts on him. all drawing too, because I'm an artist. I like to draw too. You know, having him drawn in that old school pose with the 3 ring magazines on him. Ooh, I can't wait. Oh man, that's gonna be man cold-blooded. Listen, man, ain't nobody wanted with Bud Crawford. AB got up out of there, man. Now he was big, he was going up. I ain't gonna say that. But like I said, all that shit they talk about being real, yeah, they were looking for the money. They wasn't looking for no challenge. They were looking for the money. We looking for the challenge. The money gonna come. Chuck, what'd he say? What up, Bernie? Appreciate you, man. Hey. Boxing would never be how it was even in the 2000s. Show you right. You like I said, you know, you got I Cortez, you got Oscar De Hoya, you got Felix Trinidad going up. Even you had Sweet Pea in there still fighting those guys. They just don't do it like that. Even 47 at 54, they had Winky Wright, you had David Reed, you had Felix Trinidad, you had Yuri Boy Compass, Fernando Vargas again, like I said. He said I'm done with Tank because he wear purses. Sad. What is coming in the world with these guys, man? They wear purses, man. Purses. He says, I've been watching Crawford since his first pro fight, and I didn't like the hate for the kid back then against the best. I'm not young anymore. I'm just saying. Neither is I. I had a fellow over here arguing with me. Some fellow, he said he refereed 50 fights, and he think he know more about boxing than me. He don't know nothing about no history of no boxing. Ain't fought, ain't been in the ring. All he did was referee and judge 50 fights. Man, please, folks, just come on here just to argue with me just for no reason. I don't know why I cause so much hate. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but man, drive me nuts. What he say? Already home. Holyfield versus Bo would have took 3 more years. Like I say, they fought 2 epic fights, and I don't know. Good fights though. Good fights. Shout out to both of them warriors. Still the best fighting the best. The best fighting the best. It's Black History Month. It's Black History Month. Let me give you some Black History, man. Let me give you some Black History, man. Let me get some Black History, man. Of course, I gotta give you. You can't not say nothing about the great Jack Johnson, who was the first Black heavyweight champ, a barrier breaker, a fellow who really stick it to the man, who don't care about nothing, who lived his life in style and fought in style and didn't accept no for an answer and didn't take nobody putting him in no box. You know what I'm saying? A true trendsetter. Really, you know, the rest of the guys, like I say, great fighters, good fighters, but never to step up to the establishment like Jack Johnson did. You know, never. The next one was Ali. You know, tell the man straight to his face what he thought about him. You know, and so shout out to Jack Johnson in that reference. You know, you had the great George Dixon fought over 800 fights from Nova Scotia, Canada. You know, he was the first Black featherweight champ, first bantamweight champ. Fought on the Carnival of Champions, where the title changed hands with John L. Sullivan and Jim Corbett in the first gloved heavyweight championship contest, September 7, 1892 in New Orleans. You know, can't be understated with that. And, you know, has so many other ones. Like I say, you know, I talk about this Sam Langford, you know, a guy who was #1 contender in 5 weight divisions, the lightweight, the welterweight, the middleweight, the light heavyweight, and the heavyweight divisions, and never received a shot, respectfully. You know, really should have owed the shot. If anybody should have owed him a shot, was Stanley Ketchel, who he fought to a fight where his hands was tied so much he couldn't really hurt Stanley Ketchel. He had to probably play by the rules and what it was called, a no decision or something like that. And after that, he never got a shot at the championship. But he beat great fighters, welterweight champion Joe Walcott, the Barbados Demon, the first Black welterweight champion from Barbados, who Jersey Joe Walcott, the heavyweight champion, took his name for him because he's there of Barbados heritage as well. You had like I say, Joe Gans from Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore. That's tank country. You understand? Lightweight champ, first Black lightweight champ. reigned for 6.5 years, 7 years, fought the great fight in Goldfield, Nevada, the big fight where they started bringing the fights out there on the West Coast, was with in 1906 against the Durable Dane, 42 rounds. Old man, they made him wait in three times on the same day of the fight. 3 times, and the weight limit was 133. Beat that man out, boxed that man to what? The man was so terrible, he hit him low. They had to disqualify him in the 42nd round. 42 3-minute rounds in the desert heat. Goldfield, Nevada, man. Look it up. The great Joe Gans, the inventor of shadow boxing, they credit, and the jab. Them the pioneers. Them the pioneers. They don't talk about them enough. They don't talk about them enough. All right. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Who I got? MLC in there. Already home. We going up today. 145, Bernie? 145? Why is my... I cannot go up. Driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. Why is my up button not working, man? Okay. All right, I only can go down. I can only go down. Matt Beals, appreciate you, baby. What'd he say? Got my photographer in the building. Shout out to all the B&B talent heading to the Golden Gloves this weekend. Victory Gym. Fight start at 5. Come support the next generation. Do it. Do it. School of Skills says Team Benavidez hired them for their last 2 fights. Do your research. Crawford is number 1 all time. Bernie shaking my head. JD Blanc, been with me since the beginning. Since the beginning. Via cash since the beginning. Come on now. Oh, that's Dirty Red. That's Dirty Red. You know it, Young Bernie. Come on now. Young Bernie. That's him. You know what they call me, Bout It B? Tell him, Dirty Red. You know I've been the same all my life, You know I don't take no shit, You know I'm that guy, the same one. You understand? Come on now. Yeah. What you get in person is you get on television, everywhere. You're going to get the same fella, straight up and down, If they say real, they talking about me, Gonna be the same, With the big money or no money, I'm going to be the same. I'm going to treat you the same, And I ain't ashamed. Food stamps, layaway. What? He says, Bernie, you got Cash App. You know what it is, man. It's Bernie the Boxer. That's who I am now. Like I say, I didn't change. I'm Bernie the Boxer, man. I'm Bernie the Boxer. Thank to the Lord. Like I said, shout out Team Crawford. They brought me up. The Lord brought me out. He turned me around. He lifted me up. He changed me. He changed me. Now I'm Bernie the Boxer. That's like I say, when you refer to me, it's Bernie the Boxer. That's who I am right now. I'm Bernie the Boxer, man. That's it. That's all. It's Bernie the Boxer. I say, did you miss me? Okay. That's my boy. That's my boy Marlo. Kashi always say, Steve Nelson with KO, bro. They don't want to have nothing to do with Steven. They offered Steven that fight. Steven was halfway asleep and told him yes. They didn't even get it out their mouth good before Steven told him, hell yeah. Quick, fast, in a hurry. They don't want a guy like Steven. Steven one of them guys. Steven one of them guys. They don't want a guy like Steven, man. Steven, deceptively fast, IQ, strong, fire plug of a guy, shorter than light heavyweight, but bad. You know what I'm saying? War hero, veteran. Steven a bad dude, man. Not no big talker, but a stand-up guy, heart of gold, do anything for you. Patience like no other. Talented type of guy. This guy, Steven, is just super, man. You don't meet guys like Steven. You don't meet guys like Steven. And what you call Steven almost like a genius, Sometimes they get in their own way. You know, and sometimes you're too good for your own good. You ain't gonna meet no guy like Steven. Steven is a guy, and I think that's why Bud gravitates to him so much, because Steven is such a competitor at the same time. You know, Steven started boxing late. You know, he got shot in the neck and drove himself to the hospital. You know, it's nothing that Steven can't do. You know, Steven is just all around type of talented type of guy. Steven just one of the baddest dudes on the planet. You feel me? I mean, this guy can do it. Ain't nothing that he can't do. And if it's something that he can't do, he gonna find out how to do it. And guess what? He gonna do it better than most. That's a true story. That's a true story. Steven gonna do it better than most. So I think that's another reason why Bud gravitates to that man, because you know Steven is that, he's that type of guy. When you put him in there, he gonna come out on top. Why is my computer won't go up to the top? Jason Phillips says East London. Yeah. Sean Augustine says Brooklyn in the house. Yeah. Is Brooklyn in the house? Yeah. I told him, when you want the truth, that's who you come to. You come to the best. What do you say? YSM, boy, they don't never ask Boost no real questions. Shout out to YSM. And Greg Hackett, 325, but keep Bud name in their mouth more than Boots. Are they clout chasing or speaking facts? I don't know what Greg Hackett said. I don't know what he could have said, but if they would Boost, like I say, YSM, they'll never ask Boost no questions. They'll never put no real wood to his fire. All they do is kiss ass. They'll never ask him no real questions. Like I say, they'll never ask him no real questions. Never ask Boost no real questions. Never ask Boost no real questions. Cashies3 says, met Steven in San Diego at the gym. He gave me some pointers on the Philly shell. Steven, like I say, ain't nothing he can't do. Was a top sparring partner for Andre Ward, Olympic alternate, NABO champ, undefeated, 19-0, WBA Intercontinental Championship. Like I say, hey, it's somewhere, huh? You got to give him something. He don't care about that, though. That just rank. We want the fights. Like I say, he want the fights. You don't see Steven gloating around with them belts and all that type of stuff. Listen, give me a shot at the title. They offered him a shot at the title 2 times, but they tried to take him to try to get him out of their way quick. That's what they try to do. Give him 2-week notice and give him $30 to fight. How you gonna get a man $30 to fight for the world championship? They burnt out. No, it's $1,500 for real. They want to get a man $1,500 to go 12 rounds, and they told him 2 weeks to get ready. That's how dangerous Steven is. That's how dangerous Steven is. Okay. I got a bum in here talking stuff. Oh my God. Wow, Curtis, boy, you cold-blooded. Y'all say anything. I swear. Like I say, I think folks just like to get me they like to get underneath my skin. They think they're gonna get underneath my skin. So they say anything to try to get underneath my skin. What he say? Greg Hackett be keeping it real. I heard Greg Hackett say some couple things. I don't know what he said about Crawford. I can't remember I don't remember him saying nothing bad about Crawford, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If he do, I'll get on his ass. If he do, I'll get on his ass. If he do, I'll get on his ass. Huh? Because you can't say nothing bad about Crawford. That's a true story. Folks don't want to say it, and people hate it, but it's true. You can't say nothing bad about Crawford. Trendsetter, true champion. What else we ain't did? I swear. What else the kid ain't did? What else the kid ain't did? All right. Okay, so listen, man. I done talked enough stuff. I appreciate everybody. I know y'all can't sit here and listen to me all day just running off at the mouth, but it's been fun. I had a great time, man. Like I say, you can catch me on Tuesdays, you can catch me on Thursday, or you can catch me on a Sunday, man. I'm here to stay. You know who it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. Shout out to Team Crawford as a whole. They out there working. Like I say, we got Megatron going up this weekend. We got Troy Isley going up, undefeated prospect in the middleweight division, going up this weekend, along with the 2 world title fights to top the card this weekend. And you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a hell of a night. I'm looking for Ray Savage. He's in the main event. And I think, like I say, got a lot of praise and a lot of hype going on around the kid. And I'm hoping that he make good. Shout out to my boy Ray Ford, the Savage. You hear me? Camden, stand up. Jersey Joe Wildcat Country. I know the kids out there. I know you got Ray Diesel out there with him. I'm sure you got Big Baby out there. Shout out to Big Baby. He got a big fights coming up. Like I say, you got Ray Diesel. You got the great Shakur Stevenson up there. Modern great right now. Shakur Stevenson right there will be in the corner, help the kid get ready and all that good stuff. You know, you're going to have DB3 up there. You got Keyshawn Davis up there, you know, supporting the kid. Savage, you know what I'm saying? We all links in the chain. You hear me? Speaking of links in the chain, I talk about the, you know, you got Marcus Luther going up. You got the Luther boys up there doing their thing out of DC. Had a chance to work with them. Y'all can check my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It's on there. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, coast to coast, state to state, baby. Murderers Row. They can't hate, you understand? The baddest teams in the land, huh? And we link together, huh? No hate, just love. Okay, and with that, I said I'm gone. I said I'm gone, man. It's over. I'm gone. It's Bernie the Boxer, and I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone.